Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to give you some winter bourbons for 2022.
Yeah, so, we've done spring, summer, or no, we haven't done spring yet. We've done summer and fall.
Yep, summer and fall.
So it's winter, and we'll do spring.
Yeah.
But
because, in the winter, you like to, cozy up, get something that's going to warm you up on the inside.
Well, it's going to be a different kind of list. And, to be fair on this one, we're going to have ryes. But my boy Dave over here, we kind of know he has I'd like to say a sensitive palate when it comes to
I'm
rye.
just going to set this here for the entire thing. And this is the rye that I love. I'm just kidding.
We all love it.
Yeah.
We all love it so much that Fred Minnick put it number 2. Now we're starting to see it on secondary. So,
yep.
That's a whole nother conversation for another day, people.
It is.
But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to bring you basically my 5 favorite ryes, and he's going to bring you his 5 favorite bourbons for the winter. Now, we went a little off the beaten path a little bit. We've talked about some of these bottles occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally.
Not crazy.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah.
We tried to be a little different so that way we're just not recycling the same thing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'll start. So, very first on the list, I'm going with Redemtion Rye. Just a real nice 92 proofer. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that's going to sit there and be like, you got to hunt for, and make sure you have, and it's this crazy price bottle. It's actually something really easy to find, sourced from MGP or whatever the heck the name of it now is, and it's only 2.5 years old.
Once MGP, always MGP.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's just a real nice, it has a real nice sugar cookie note, some fruit,
yeah.
some great spice to it. It's a real basic rye. I think at 92 proof is great to start with.
Is that the lowest proof rye that we have on in store? I think so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes.
I think
yes,
it is.
Yeah. So.
All right. And then my first one, and this is going to be no stranger to anybody who likes bourbon,
it's such a good bottle.
Old Granddad 114. I don't even know what else to say about it other than if you know, you know.
The more I drink this, the more I'm like, why do I not have this as an everyday kind of drinker?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, whenever he was like, I gotta have Old Granddad on this list because it's something available we can find everywhere. I was like,
and under $30.
That's
the beautiful part about it is it is just it's nice, easy, got fruit notes to it, just a little bit of spice that you want. I think in the wintertime you want that spice to kind of warm you from the inside.
and let me blow your mind if you don't already know this. That is the same distillate that they use that comes off the still for Basil Hayden. That's what Basil Hayden could be. So I've
made a 2022 resolution that I'm not going to disparage anything, and so yes, this is what Basil Hayden could be, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. All right. So one of my new favorites that I started drinking late in 2021 that I think is going to be sticking around a lot more is a good Knob Creek store pick. Now, you can find these a lot of different places. I'll be honest with you, the 2 best store picks I have are from Costco. And most people are, you can find a Costco by you. It's not like crazy hard, but I've had a couple of liquor store picks that are pretty good. To be honest with you, though, the Costco ones are the best. I've honestly had. It's really nice. It's like a really nice candy honey and just a real nice rye vanilla mix. And they're all 6 years at 115 proof. We love that proof. We always talk about that. It's such a really great proof to have. And, something else that we don't really talk about, we haven't, at least for me, I have not been, outside of the store picks, I've not been a crazy Knob Creek fan.
Not been a huge Knob Creek. I like the 12-year a bit, but
12-year cask strength, I think, is really, really good.
Yeah.
And we'll eventually do a review on that.
Yeah, we probably will.
And I've always thought they were such great value in a Knob Creek store pick whenever you could find those, 12 to 15 years, store picks, and then they went away with it.
Yeah.
I just kind of went away from it, and I'm like, it's actually really good, like I should have. So, anyways, Knob Creek. Number 3 on our list.
Number 4 on our list is Benchmark Foolproof. Listen, y'all may look at this benchmark and laugh at it, but it is the same mash bill as Stag Jr., E.H. Taylor, Eagle Rare. It is in good company.
Yeah.
And for $20 and below, you can't really go wrong with it.
It's at 125 proof,
and it's 125 proof.
Like, there's great proof.
Yeah,
I think it's aged higher than what we think. We couldn't confirm it, but like we've heard different age statements and stuff from it.
Yeah,
but it's the same mash bill as all those, and you get those.
And we love all. Well, I don't know if we love Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare is fine.
Solid.
Yeah,
it's still
it's
solid.
fine. Yeah,
it's fine.
But we love Stag Junior. And we love E.H. Taylor.
Yeah.
So
it has a great like apple.
If you want something close to that, that's going to be $20.
We're not saying it's E.H. Taylor.
No,
we're not saying it's Stag Junior.
saying that.
But if you've never had it, you're at the store looking. This is $20.
$20.
Give it a shot. Give it an opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Give it an opportunity.
Talking about another rye that I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never had until 2022. Actually, I bought them. This is one of the first 2 bottles I bought this year. Sagamore Spirits Cask Strength. Now, if you've been following WhiskeyTube at all for any period of time, a lot of people have been talking about it. And I've seen the videos too, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I'll try it at some point in time. Well, I finally got around to it.
First off, it's a cool bottle. I like to the packaging is super cool.
Oh yeah.
So it's got that going for it.
Yeah, and it's honestly, like, the more I started looking at it, it's not in every store around here, but it sits on a lot of shelves.
It does,
at least in our area.
Yes,
and it's widely available. It's a really nice cask strength rye. I think this one is it's 112.2. It's available, and it's different. Like, it's a little bit more of a traditional rye. You get a little bit of cherry, I think, in that one, a little bit, and it's really, really good cask strength rye. So,
y'all didn't think you could get away with a video where we didn't have some sort of brown forming product.
That's true.
It is true. Old Forester 1920.
Is it crazy that we haven't had this in the other 2 videos, like the spring or the fall?
That's all right. I think, at 115 proof, it gives you a good little, gives you a warmth on the inside. It's, it's got all the good stuff with it. For what it is, and it's the staple of their, to me, it's the staple of their, what I would call their vertical series of like 1910.
Oh, the Prohibition style.
Yeah, the Prohibition style.
Yeah, or I'm sorry, the Whiskey Row series on the Prohibition style.
Yes. To me, this is the one to have.
If
you were choosing between any of those, this is the one to have because it's bold. It's got like just such a good palate to it.
Yeah.
There's a char to it. There's some chocolate. There's some caramel in it that is just, I just really like it.
It is one of the best bottles on the market, considering the availability of it. Like, considering how much they make, the availability of it. And yes, this is an older label. I've had the newer label one. It's all good.
Yeah, it's still good.
All good.
Yeah.
But considering this is like, $50, $60, depending on where you're at, it's absolutely beautiful and fantastic.
Perfect.
All right. Talking about the other new bottle I got. Sagamore Spirit Double Oak. Now, for everybody who's ever had a Michter's Toasted Rye, don't go in thinking this is the exact same thing. There's some similarities there, but it is a smidge different on it. And whenever I say smidge, I'm really lying. It's like crazy different. Like, it's so like it's so hard to describe because it's like such a rich toasted coconut on there, and it's awesome. A nice pecan pie, some heavy char. And I've never had it before until this year, and I'm like ashamed to think that I haven't had it before because it's delicious.
It smells like a rye. So.
Also, my friend of the channel, by the way, Ray, aka Jimmy, I gave him a sample of it, and I just put Sag Do, and for Double Oak. So now I just call it Sagadoo.
Sagadoo,
the old Sagadoo. So I told him I'd give him a shout out because now that's what I call it.
Awesome,
but it's fantastic. Seriously, if you've never had a Michter's Toasted, and you want to try something that's toasted, like a toasted rye, go get this. And again, find it on shelves everywhere.
Everywhere. Yep. And here we have the Maker's Mark 46 cask strength. It's limited, but you can find it.
It's limited, but it's not really limited. Yeah.
You can find it. It's got a great smell, got a great taste, got a I don't know that we've given love to Maker's Mark over this time of the channel, but we don't.
Well, here's the thing.
We don't really hate.
We have shown love because we sat there and said their store picks are some of the best available store picks. That like people talk about it, but people don't like hunt for it, and they really should because it's fantastic. We just kind of weren't a big fan of the DNA and the 101.
Oh,
but
that DNA.
Let me say this. This bottle actually right here was given to me by my in-laws, and I was like, okay, cool. No, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. Clearly, really like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
So, it's solid. And again, that's their limited release, but you can find it everywhere.
You can.
That's the really nice thing about it. So, it's a really nice weeder. It has a little sweetness to it. It's really nice.
Yep.
All right, so we've kind of done our 8 kind of like shelvers that you can find everywhere. I think these are pretty on the regular you can find. So we always want to throw a smidge of allocation in there.
Yeah, always
nothing crazy,
smidge.
but just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So the rye I decided to pick was a Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. I'm going to be honest with you. This kind of cheats as a rye. At 114, this is just vanilla icing, sweet candy. This does not drink like a rye. You know, I think Michter's,
I can agree with that. It doesn't drink
you
like
make
a
it
rye.
there?
Yeah, it doesn't drink like a rye. Sorry. It's been a long day.
This, Michter's, I was kind of, I always joke and say they're more of a rye company than a bourbon company overall.
Yeah.
Because I think the ryes just crush it. But seriously, this thing here, it's, they get put out at the distillery so much, it's kind of flooded our market, at least with them.
Yeah.
So they are available. I don't know how it is for the rest of the country. I get there. This is, Michter's is a little spotty here and there and everywhere. But for a barrel strength rye that does not drink like a traditional rye, it drinks much sweeter than that. It's hard to beat this one.
Yeah,
sure.
I can agree with that. And then coming in, and this Woodford Double Oak. This is one of their limited release series that they do. It is darker. It's a little bit spicier, I think, than the regular Double Oak. To me, it has a better taste than just the regular Double Oak. And
Sure.
the Double Oak is good.
Yeah, it's money.
Yeah,
it's money.
And if you can find a Double Oak store pick,
one of the best values on the market.
Yes, one of the best values for sure.
This, let me say this about their Double Oak. It is, yes, we understand it's difficult to find, but Woodford does put out a lot at the distillery. Yes. And they announce when they're going to do it. And to give you a little bit of insider tip there.
Yeah.
Are you yawning still?
No, I did not yawn.
Let me give you a little insider tip. After they do the big release, they do a tasting for until they run out.
Until they run out, yeah.
So if you go to sign up, you'll get 2 bottles per person. So if you go to the release of the day, I think it's 4 bottles or something. But yeah, just a little heads up on that one.
Yep, really good.
All of these we think are really great bottles for the wintertime. These are kind of ones that we've been sipping on and drinking on.
Yep.
And, hopefully they kind of give you a little bit of variety, something a little different than what we've kind of talked about on the channel before.
We have been giving you a lot of things that have been difficult to get.
Well, we have.
But that happens.
But it's allocation season, and that's how it works.
It has been allocation season, and we've been fortunate. And it is what it is. So we wanted to give you some things that you could definitely get your hands on and sample out there.
But leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
If you think we forgot something, if you think one of these bottles is unrealistic or not even should have made the list, let us know.
Yeah,
give us a like and subscribe while you're at it as well.
Yep. Well, until the next time, we'll see you.
See you.